See, usually I try to get cute and creative with the thumbnails to my intro, but baby, with the way that this show gagged me in the last 15, 20 minutes with all of them plot twists and turns to the point where you would have thought that I had wrote and produced this show. Oh yeah, go ahead and leave my beautiful face up there.
Let's talk about it.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
Clock that tea.
But let's get to the chi-chi, the kiki, the internet bull.
Marcus, I gave your number to Shay, and she gonna call you because she needs some help with her relationship.
Where they do that at? My nigga not talking to Nan bitch. He barely sitting in the room with me while I'm talking to Amada.
Stop me right now. It's that right up here. Okay.
That is no.
Let me see what I'm about to.
No. Why I keep putting her in these tight ass dresses meant for Biggie? No.
Hey, I know the bar's not gonna be completely ready. We don't have the sinks. We don't have the dishwashers. We don't even have the freaking liquor.
Girl, so what the fuck do y'all have? Do y'all have a bathroom? Because at this point, it's giving porta potty.
Make sure they have the gloves on when messing with this ice right here.
Right. Make sure y'all got some gloves on because y'all sure as hell ain't got no running water to clean your fucking hands.
Please welcome Mayor Shokwe Lumumba.
Girl, who? His light skin ass is not named that. Wait, oh, what? Uncle Clifford, what is going on? Why is Mike Epps back there? What is going on?
Seal of the city of Jackson, signed Shokwe Lumumba.
Yes.
Not Shokwe. It's giving DJ Envy.
Walking in manifestation, and I'm.
Excuse me. Who the hell is that? Seriously, who is? Why he look like Jussie Smollett now?
I over here fucking Dolly, Emma, and Summer in the kitchen
Dolly?
screaming. What did you?
Why she say her name like that? Dolly? Why'd she say her name like that? Dolly?
You look amazing. You look amazing.
And you look stiff.
One could say I'm bringing the old West to 2024. I mean,
No, baby. You just bringing the old. That's it.
Western style.
Now, y'all ladies hungry or what?
All right.
I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Let's go. Come on, the girls are calling, Contessa. Everybody is good.
Contessa look like a Las Vegas hooker.
Angel graduated 4.2. Adore graduated 3.9.
Not one's point dumber than the other. Look, I graduated with a 1.5.
Where were you? Who were you even talking to?
Everybody that was not you, apparently.
Oh, absolutely not. Girl, you better smack the gay out of him.
I see you counted out. Okay.
Oh, damn.
What do you do?
I'm a software engineer, but that's not important.
No, I love computers.
But can we stop playing? Ashley ain't dating no niggas. Let's cut it out. Can we go find her an Asher, a Jacob? Go find her a cow.
That there was a scout there. All right. That came up to me and said they connected me with.
Girl, come on. You pissing me off. And I have an opportunity because I, with my faggot gay ass, was just standing there in the corner, and I happened to walk by, and I said, "Oh, what am I going to drink?" But we're in Mexico, so of course it's going to be tequila. Like, girl.
Would anybody on here want to fuck? It was good. Wanna fuck who?
Not you, girl. Not you.
Every night of the week, you're dead. I spent your dodo, bitch. This is a battle rap.
Y'all know y'all on TV, right? Like, there's cameras around in production, and everybody probably in the background sitting there whacking off. What is going on, y'all? It's Scott Santana, aka Chi, and we are back. Okay, we back to talk about Miss House of Villains. Okay, House of Villains down boots. 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 Girl, this was a really good TV season. This was a really good season, and I should have known from episode 1 that they was gonna be coming. They was gonna be coming for the Traitors US. I should have known. I should have known from episode 1 that they was gonna be coming for that Emmy, because after this episode, baby, they deserve it. They deserve it, and I'm so glad that it ended the way that it did. And we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. We're not gonna be here for a long time, because clearly, if I wanted to be, I would have reviewed the show. But we got to talk about it just a little. After y'all go ahead and like the video.
The universe is P double T to the Y, and it won't stop till I wake up and realize that I am the 1, 2, 3. I am the bitch that these other niggas see. How you gonna escape when I am the key? That's why everywhere I go, they following me like damn. Get back on track, I do who I am. Every day is numbered in this lifespan. Look in the mirror, tell myself again. Self-love and happiness is all about I got I wanna be happy, doing what I please, trying to do what I need, whatever it takes to be free. I wanna be happy.
Okay, so I kept y'all waiting long enough. Literally, this video is unplanned, unscripted. Child, it's just no rhyme or reason. Listen, I just finished not reviewing, child, because we won't do that. Not for House of Villains. I just finished doing a watch along to House of Villains over on patreon.com/Santana. So if you never watched the show with me, okay, go ahead over there and subscribe. If you don't even know what this show is, but this makes you interested in the show and you want to catch up, go over there and subscribe, because we just finished watching the whole entire season together. And I literally just uploaded the finale episode, which left me gooped and gagged. Okay, but let's start it off. Okay, because at the announcement of season 2, I was excited because Traitors and House of Villains were 2 great shows last season that really skyrocketed. Okay, what made this show so great is that it was so corny, so goofy, and so camp. Now, to my heteros out there, to my biologicals, because according to y'all, 50% of y'all, at least like 55 or 45% of y'all that follow me, child, are heteros. So to y'all out there, y'all might not understand what camp is, but campy is just like, think of it like this. Imagine a woman named Frida and her last name is Slaves. Now, imagine that same woman to be a drag queen named Frida Slaves. Do you get it? Free the Slaves, but it's spelled Frida as an Frieda, Slaves. It's punny, but it's campy. That is the type of humor that this show offers, right? It's not for everybody. It's that lowbrow, low-hanging fruit, low vibrational, sometimes borderline offensive type of humor. And that's what makes this show so great. And that's what made season 1 so great, because they had funny ass people up there that really made the show pop. And so hearing the announcement of season 2, I didn't think that they was really going to be able to make it pop like that. I was like, okay, Kandy is funny. Okay, New York, they brought back, okay, she gonna have a few moments, you know, of course, because it's New York. And Safari, cool. But outside of them 3, I thought they was gonna carry the entire show on their back, and that they did not. Okay, this season brought a lot of surprising challenges, but at the same time, surprising surprises. Like, it really did. Okay, it really did. And I ended up falling in love with it every week that went by. Victoria was definitely a standout of the season. You know, the Bachelorette girl, she was a standout because she was so fucking unlikable, but she was so funny at the same time that it was just like, oh my God, get this annoying bitch off the screen. But like at the same time, what's she about to say next? Because she was just so dumb and so ditzy, but at the same time, she was so funny. Like she was just funny. Okay. Funny. Jesse, I thought that Jesse was going to annoy me, but he didn't. Okay, because if you remember on his original season of Big Brother, he was oh my God, he was like a crackhead. He was so annoying on his original seasons of Big Brother. He was, oh my God, an asshole. Completely night and day compared to who he was on this show. Exactly who Wes was on this show is exactly who Jesse was on his show, on Big Brother. So I was not expecting Jesse to be so quiet, but within the last 2 episodes, oh baby, we saw the real Jesse come out. With them back-to-back wins. And then when Jesse had to cut Kandy, and then when Jesse went against Wes, oh, we saw Jesse step into his own. And then Wes deciding to step into his whole super villainous. Girl, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and get into it. Larsa, lazy, didn't like her. Teresa, lazy, shouldn't have been on the show. Camilla, girl, go home. Go home. No wonder she's still crying for Zeus and trying to go after Mariah Lynn and still, she still be shading the girl. No wonder, because she lost this show. We should have known. Kandy did amazing. Kandy needs to be brought back for season 3. New York needs to be brought back every single season because House of Villains is a reality show that is based off of reality shows, and it's literally the point of it is to poke fun at reality shows. So if we're going to do that, then we need to keep bringing back New York every single season. And the reason why we need to keep doing that is because Flavor of Love was based off The Bachelor, and New York was so damn funny and so much of an HBIC. She literally created the blueprint for the Nene Leakes, the Evelyn Lozadas, the Tammy Romans, the Jocelyn Hernandezes, and all of that to follow after her. Omarosa had already had the torch before New York, but New York took that motherfucker and ran with it, thus creating that whole reality TV star. Who is the belle of the girls? Who's the main character? Who's the HBIC? Who's the Nene Leakes? Who's the Tiffany Pollard? But much unlike all of these girls, Tiffany does not need an ensemble cast to stand out. Hence why New York Goes to Hollywood worked. Hence why New York Goes to Work worked. New York doesn't need an ensemble cast. She can literally just be funny on her own. That's what these new girls don't understand. But bringing it back to New York, she needs to be brought back every single season, because if this is going to be a show that pokes fun at other reality TV shows, hence why they kept mentioning Traitors and how Traitors did so amazing last season. This season, they plan to outdo it. And again, I do very much think that they did within his last 15, 20 minutes, but we're going to get to that. I feel like New York needs to be brought back, if for nothing else, since Flavor of Love was the Black Bachelor, and then New York was like so much, she was brought back for season 2. And then they decided to, play off the Bachelor even more and then do like the Bachelorette with I Love New York. It only makes sense because New York was so lovable, they could not get rid of her. She was brought back for season 2, then brought back for I Love New York, then I Love New York 2, then brought back for New York Goes to Hollywood, New York Goes to Work, and then she was about to have I Love New York 3, but then it ultimately ended up getting canceled because Megan Wants a Millionaire, which was, a spinoff. Because listen, after New York did her thing, then we had Rock of Love, then we had For the Love of Ray J, then we had Real Chance of Love, like all of these other shows that were built based off of the success of Flavor of Love, but more so the success of New York. So she's responsible for a whole era and generation of TV, and just for all of that, and the fact that she kept being brought back because she was so lovable, she needs to have a permanent contract with House of Villains for where she comes back every single season. And it's just like, okay, is she going to win? Is she going to find love this season? Is she going to win Flav's heart this season? The same anxiety that we felt watching her on Flavor of Love and I Love New York is the same anxiety I want to feel watching her on this show. Yes, it's unfair, but bitch, it was unfair then. It was unfair on Flavor of Love. It was unfair on I Love New York. Why this hoe get a TV show? Why this hoe get to keep coming back? Because she's New York, and that's why we love her. So that, like, if they're really gonna be playing off of other reality shows and making fun of them, then they need to bring back New York every single season with the expectation that she's gonna get kicked off until, okay, is it her turn to win? Okay, cool. Even Drag Race does that with Jujubee, even though they really do keep playing in Jujubee face, because it's at least 2 or 3 times that she should have won. But that's a whole other conversation. So let's get into the real conversation. Wes played a horrible fucking game. Wes played a horrible game. And let me tell you why. Because this is House of Villains, not baddies, not the challenge, not Survivor, okay? But House of Villains. Now, the fact that Wes was even able to get so far, that is crazy. Because why was nobody checking the fact that Wes had already won the challenge twice? He should have been the first person out the house. The first person out the house. Much like Johnny Bananas last season, he should have been the first person out the house. Out the house. You gotta go. You gotta go. You already won. You have to go. But Wes played too hard, too fast, and he was too cocky. Now, granted, on this show, his cockiness made for great TV, which essentially is what they're all there for, but I'll get to that in a second. On another show, it wouldn't have fared well. See, here's the thing. Wes was a horrible player because he came in for one, playing too hard. Like I said, this is not the Challenge or Survivor where people have to audition to compete. Like, at least on those competition shows, these are people that we do not know, who are literally leaving their jobs, their jobs and their houses where they have to pay rent to go on a show for free because they're not getting paid to come on the show. They might get like a little stipend just so they can send back home and make sure some of the bills is taken care of, but it's not really much. Like you could have $3,500 every month in expenses, and production will only send you like $500 home just so you can take care of rent and pay a portion of it. So people are competing on these reality competition shows for free in the hopes of winning like $500,000. That's completely different than being a reality star that is already famous, going on to a reality show to make great TV and then play in a couple of competitions. It's completely different. It's completely different. The Challenge, Survivor, Big Brother, all of that, you know what you're doing. You are going on a show to lie, to backstab, to kill, to manipulate, to do all of that to win $500,000. House of Villains is not nobody auditioning. House of Villains is producers sitting down, looking at who's the most popular reality star currently, saying to them, hey, okay, we'll offer you this much. We'll pay you to come do this. So it ends up becoming a paid gig. And it's just like, yeah, we're going to pay you just to come make some great TV. And however you do in the competition is however you do. What you win at the end of the competition is extra money on top of the booking fee. That's so completely different, right? So completely different. You have hungry, thirsty people that literally leave their entire lives, okay, to go on a show where they're not getting paid in hopes of winning money versus people that are already famous who come to do yet another job, yet another paid gig that's going to give them exposure that they're getting paid for, plus that the money at the end is the extra bonus on top. So with that being said, the mindset going into it is completely different because you're not as hungry because you're not personally attached to the competition. Win, lose, or draw, bitch, I'm going home with a check. I was paid to do this show because this is a gig. Versus somebody who's hungry and it's like, no, I gotta win that million because, bitch, I just left my home for 3 months. Production only sent me $300 home to take care of my bills. My bills is $5,000 every month. Like, I have to win this money because I'm in debt. It's completely different because these reality stars are not attached to the competition. Win, lose, or draw, again, they're already paid. They're there for exposure and there to make great TV because TV is your portfolio. So depending on how you do on the show, you will book more jobs from this, right? Completely different. So with all of that being said, yes, when it comes to what's lying, being manipulative, backstabbing, all of that is stuff that we want to see on the House of Villain. I'm sorry. All of that is stuff we want to see on the Traitors, on, hell, not even Traitors. I don't know so much on Traitors, but well, yeah, Traitors that's the point. But that's what we want to see on Big Brother, on Survivor, on the Challenge. But on this show, you have to play it differently. You have to know your competitors. You have to know your competitors. That's why I always said, if I was to end up on Big Brother, I'm not going to be one of those people that's like, oh, I'm going to come in, I'm going to lie, I'm going to backstab, I'm going to do this, I'm not going to do a goddamn thing until I know who I'm competing against. How you already got a strategy and you don't even know your competitors? Bitch, sit the fuck back, sit down for about a week, get to know everybody, study them, observe them, learn their weaknesses, their strengths, learn what makes them tick. Then you move. How you going to make a plan when you don't even know what you about to walk into? That's when you playing too hard. And that's what West thought that he could do with this show. And you can't. You can't. And you can also tell that he's not really that good of a player on this show because, again, the Challenge, he might have won twice. And a different element, he might have won. But right tactics, right strategy, wrong show. Because the second that Monica Garcia came out and you saw that them housewives was rolling their eyes, that should have been the second that West started reassessing his plan. You cannot sit there in front of all of them, brag about how you're this lying, manipulative, conniving person, and you did all of that to advance in the game. And then they literally just brought in Monica Garcia, who did that for free, for fun, on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And Larsa and Teresa are literally sitting there saying how they don't respect her and rolling their eyes. Like, what's not clicking, Wes? What's not clicking? What's not clicking? Wes, exactly how Monica is perceived is exactly what you sat there and bragged about. And so you should have looked at everybody, and I would have immediately went around to everybody and been like, okay, before I wouldn't even have told anybody about my gameplay and my strategy and what I was doing to advance to win. I would just immediately be like, oh, so they bringing in Monica? Okay, let me go around and see how people felt about Monica since we're so similar. Because likely, depending on how they feel about Monica, is exactly how they're going to feel about me. Because Monica did that shit for free on a TV show that wasn't even a competition show. Mind you, I love Monica, but I'm just saying the point is like, you can't expect two housewives who does not respect another housewife being low down and dirty and manipulative to vote for you, who was being low down, dirty and manipulative. Again, they're not personally attached to the TV show. Win, lose, or draw, they still going home with millions because they already had it before they came here. They're not as thirsty or invested in this competition as somebody who just auditioned and left their house and home. And, you know, so I don't know. Wes, I don't know. You should have read the room. You can't use the same logic and gameplay on this show. That's where he went wrong for me. That's where he went wrong. And so I respect Jesse for finally standing up and having a backbone. And I was sitting there hoping and praying. Like, I was like, yo, Jesse, you have the power to really, really do something. Because Jesse had pissed me off early in the season. I think it was either when Camilla went home or when Jesse had sent Kandy home. It might have been when Kandy went home. Because I was like, Jesse, what the fuck? That pissed me off. And so I was like, yo, Jesse, you have the power to like seriously win this show an Emmy. All you have to do is say, get on your knees, let him do his whole spiel, then be like, thank you. But Safari, my vote is for you. I literally said, go watch on Patreon. I literally said it. And then he ended up doing it. And I said, right there, there goes y'all Emmy. Y'all just won a fucking Emmy, House of Villains. That moment right there. And I was so excited. I was so happy about it because the way that people overhype Phaedra, the way that y'all heads is so far up that bitch ass. Like so far up her ass. Y'all act like she's the greatest thing since sliced bread, and she's not. And that one little moment from last season that everybody keeps talking about, where I guess she read Dan for it was not that iconic. I promise you. 20 years from now, I'm not remembering it. I'm not. I promise you, this season, this whole entire season, hell, just the last 15, 20 minutes of this episode completely shitted on that moment with Phaedra and Dan, but completely shitted on all of Trader season 2. And mind you, Traders and House of Villains are my favorite shows. But like, come on now. I want to see people gag for everything that just happened with Jesse. Like, I don't see nobody talking about what happened with Jesse and West 2 weeks ago. I don't see nobody talking about that. I don't even see nobody talking about the finale now. Like, that's crazy. That, like, because it's Phaedra, there's some sort of obsession that people got with Phaedra, and I don't understand it, because that, like I said, that last 15, 20 minutes of Jesse making him get on his knees and beg, only to then give to Safari. Oh, I loved it. And then Kandy saying, girl, don't nobody give a fuck about your daughter, and we all got a sob story. I loved every minute of it. I want to see Kandy in New York come back for season 3. I actually want to see Victoria come back too. No shade. No shade. But I don't know. That's pretty much my thoughts of the season, child. Safari did play a great social game. I felt like Jesse should have won, but hell, he didn't. So Safari did play a great social game. As far as him deserving to win, I don't know if I would say he deserved to win. Because at the end, you're supposed to fight for yourself, and you didn't really do that. Like, that was your time to talk about your social game, but you didn't. Like, so I don't know. But yeah, like, I don't know. I just felt like I needed to talk about this because I know everybody, like, I know people probably like, oh, West played the best game and y'all curved him at the No. Right strategy, wrong show. Right tactics, wrong cast. That shit works on Challenge and Big Brother and Survivor. Not over here. Because they're not, again, as personally invested in the show. And I think people forget that in order to be a great winner, you have to consider all things. It's not just about who is manipulative and conniving. First of all, I tell y'all all the time, with reality TV shows, it's a reality television show first, because you're there to make good TV. Then it's a competition show. Production gonna choose whoever the fuck they feel like choosing. Honestly, they gonna talk to whoever, get whoever in whoever's ear. Hell, look at the last girl that won. What was her name? Tiffany, Haley, Jennifer. I don't know. The last black girl that won, Taylor. That girl did not deserve to win Big Brother, but she was carried through by production. Sympathy, payola, and tears. But that's a whole other discussion. But yeah, Wes was playing too hard. And people forget about jury management. That is a thing. You can't piss off the entire house and turn around and ask them to vote for you. There's a way to send people home and still get their respect. But you have to be kind. You cannot be braggadocious. You cannot, like, and that's where Wes got it wrong. Yes, it's House of Villains, but do all of that villain shit while you're still in the house. Like, you don't stand there in front of them and still try to be a villain and be a dickhead while they're still pissed off at you. Like, it's a way to do it on this show. You can't just approach it like Big Brother. Big Brother, they may still respect you and be like, you know what, good game. Over here, no, bitch. No. Because over there, it's like you making or breaking somebody's life, turning them into a millionaire. So it's a lot more at stake versus here where it's like, bitch, we all famous. We missed this show. We end up on another show. We go to the next gig. Like, you're not really messing up anybody's life by taking away the prize from them. Because, girl, we all got paid to be here. So it's not the same investment. So it's like, girl, don't nobody give a fuck about your game. Let's eeny, meeny, miny, mo this shit and let's move on. So let me know what y'all thought about all of that down in the comment box below. As if I give a and definitely make sure you stream my music as if you give a fuck. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Patreon.com/Santana. Come watch along with me, baby. We be watching all the shows, all the competition, all the reality shows. Child, we even going to start doing movies at some point. Okay. Patreon.com/Santana. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.